Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 25 of the October Leetcode Daily Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about today's farm. Stone Game 4. Alice and Bob takes turn playing a game. And Alice goes first. Okay. Any non-zero square number in the pile. Okay. 10 to the 5th. I think the first thing that comes to my mind is that well, this is just going to be mini max, which is a game theory concept that can be solved with dynamic programming. But I wonder if you could do a little bit more cleverer. Because 10 to the 5th is 100,000. Square root of that is maybe a little bit too much, right? And then my second thought is whether there's like one of these. Sometimes these things are a trick question, so then you try to see if there's a pattern, right? And yeah, and I'm just trying to think about whether that's the case. And what I would do, and I actually do have pen and paper here, but I'll try to do it on screen. Usually I would do it on pen and paper. Is maybe just look out, maybe manually do some small test cases, but to kind of see who would win. But for example, n is equal to 1, Alice goes first, Alice wins, right? So 1, you go, Alice wins. 2, Alice goes first, can only remove 1, so then Bob wins. Goes to 1. 3, Alice wins again because it can only goes to 2. And that's only move, right? 4, Alice wins because it goes to 0, right? Directly. So there's some mini max here. And then that's what I would try to figure out, right? 5 or obvious. Bob wins maybe. Let's see, right? 5, you could either go to 1 or you could go to 4 or 1. In both cases, Alice wins, which is the first player. So then that means Bob wins. Either one is fine, to be honest, in this case. 6, right? So I mean, this is good that we could keep on doing it. And on paper, maybe I would write it a little bit faster. But now, we can at least figure out the pattern, which is that win sub. Let's just do win sub 0 is equal to the player who goes wins. So let's just say true. So basically, our DP would be if it is your turn and you are at X, do you win, right? And actually, technically, this is false because win, and then we can just write a really brute force thing that I think is going to time out. That's the way I think about it, and then kind of see if I could figure out a bigger pattern from that. So for X is in range from 1 to let's just say 100, because we just wanted to generate a pattern to see if anything is good, right? So then now for Y is in let's just say Y is equal to 1, while Y times Y is less than X. So win of X is equal to false to start with. Well, I mean, we could probably write it out. 2 times 100, say, for now. I guess 101. Now 100. Okay. And then we could say, so this is a win if you're going now and you could force into a false move, right? So if not of win sub X minus Y times Y, that means that you take this move, then win sub X is equal to true. We also break, but otherwise we just increment by 1. And that should be good enough for us to kind of run to print. Just to kind of see what the pattern may be like. Maybe we could see a pattern that would make it go much faster. I mean, we could also maybe just try real quick. Convert this to n, and then see if 10,000 is fast enough, right? N plus 1, but so this is the brute force case, 17, and also well, let's see if this gives us the right answer first. Looks right, so we're more confident about it. Maybe not 100%, but now the other thing is that I may run out of time. So, this is actually it's gonna be too slow, I think, unless you do some hacks around memorizing in behind queries, and in certain judges you can do that, and that seems fast enough. But yeah, because if you have the same input multiple times, it's gonna be too slow, right? So okay, let's go back to this for a second, and let's print out, say, 100. So we're looking for force. We can also look forward. For every force, we can update the next ones to true. Go that way. Then can that work? Because I'm just trying to think whether that's similar to like Sif, right? Because now you're going plus 1. Because if this is going up y squared, then that means that you're skipping 1 plus 2 plus 4. So like almost kind of like Sif, but not really. But maybe, I don't know. So let's play around with that instead. So if this is force, we start with 1, we go this, while y plus y is equal to, if x plus y times y is less than or equal to n, then this thing is equal to true. We don't break anymore, but ooh, unfortunately now it's wrong. Oh, we don't have to do okay, yeah, I just didn't really write the right code. Watch that one a little bit. So 1 2 4 7 1 2 4 7 17, and then just a big case again, because now we're worried about performance, right? 136, so much faster. Is it fast enough? I don't know. But also, but being fast doesn't matter if this is just wrong, right? And I think it's because we didn't set we don't process 0. Whoops. Because we changed the parameters a little bit, but we didn't change everything. That's on my fault. Okay. Yeah, let's give it a go. Let's see if it's fast enough. Okay, cool. So yeah, so so I think this is a so what I'm thinking right now is kind of how to analyze this in terms of complexity, and it's going to be a little bit tricky to analyze, because I think for me what would, and this is maybe a little hand wavy, I might have to kind of come back with like more concrete things maybe in the future, but what I was thinking about is that if you remember the Sif of our I don't know how to say his name, but you know, if you figure out the prime Sif, the Sif to get primes, and you kind of go up that way, that's kind of the logic I have here. And in that case, it is bound by n log n. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about this running time would be, because for each number, we only, you know, so it goes, you know, for n, is n plus, like the prime shift one is something like this, plus, you know, dot dot dot, right? Plus like n over 5 plus n over 7, dot dot dot, right? And in this case, it goes something less weird than that. It's just the square root of this, in a way, right? So because it takes y and y like square root of times to get to n, and each of these may be a bit, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a great answer on analysis, but in terms of complexity, this is at least for space, it's going to be linear. Let me know what you think about this problem. Let me know how you did it. And yeah, that's kind of my thought process. It's been a tricky one though. But anyway, I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.